hot take, maybe not a hot take. I think Saitama is dead, and I think you could stick a fork in it. Now, I don't know the future. I'm just a guy on YouTube, right? I'm not an oracle, but I've been in this space for a little bit, and I've seen some things go down, and I can't see an upside for this project. And I'm going to explain. I'm not just going to talk here. I'm going to explain why I don't see an upside for this project and why I think what they're doing is just not legit. And when I see all these comments, like on CoinMarketCap and on Twitter of people like talking trash, I can't believe that these are organic. I can't believe that people are still this tribal about a token that has kind of let everybody down. And I want to watch to the end, because I'm going to talk about something that really hits home to me, because we've seen some crazy stuff go down with meme coins the last couple of weeks, and Saitama has just been left behind and not really in any of the fun, right? All these new meme coins are launching, like Pepe. They've been sending to like $1 billion market cap or multi-$100 million market caps, and Saitama hasn't done anything. It's not doing anything. It's not moving at all. Now, this is Saitama, year to date. And they launched a little more than a year ago, right? So you can see that they're 87% down from where they were at a year ago. And the volume is significantly down too. You can see the volume right here is down pretty bad, right? So they get about what, $685 million, $100,000 in daily volume, which is not a little bit, but it's not really a ton for a project that's supposed to be some sort of dominating force in the space. Now, if we compare it to its competitor, SHIB's only down about 30%, year to date, which is not, far from 80%, 86%, but it's not that bad compared to Saitama, right? And if you look at Ethereum, like it's only down 14% year to date, and the market and altcoins tend to move with Ethereum. So Saitama is down significantly this last year, right? Now, when I'm looking at their page, right, and I look at their use cases, like their two main use cases right now, right, are SATA Pro, which is their decentralized exchange, which is ranked really low when you compare it to all the decentralized exchanges in the space, right? And you have to look at their SATA card, which is them using either Saitama and other cryptos on Saitama or SATA Pro to pay for things. This is not a use case unique to Saitama. Binance does this. They've done it. Coinbase has done it. And you could say that, oh, well, those are centralized exchanges. Saitama is a decentralized exchange. Fine. But Volt has the same use case and is doing better. And it came out after Saitama, but it's doing a lot better than Saitama. They have Volti Change, which is their decentralized exchange. There's no KYC process. And they have their Volti card, which is like the same thing as a Saitama card. Still Visa, right? Visa's made a vow, or they made promises to be more involved in crypto. So a lot of cryptocurrency products, you're going to be able to use Visa cards to make payments with. So it's not a use case unique to Saitama. There's no bull case, in my opinion, to make Saitama pump. Maybe Hype can make it happen, Hype or something like that can make it happen, but I'm not sure if the community can really get behind and trust them again. And let's be honest, how many of you guys are actually using SATA Pro? Or how many of you guys are still using Uniswap and other decentralized exchanges? Let's be honest now. How many of you are actually using SATA Pro? How many of you are actually using your cryptocurrency to buy things? Let's be honest now. How many people out there are actually using your cryptocurrency to buy things? As it stands right now, United States, I'm pretty sure that when you use crypto to buy something, say, for example, I use $100 in Bitcoin to buy a $100 pair of shoes. The IRS sees that as you cashing out crypto to cash, then buying those shoes with cash, which is a taxable event. So it's not really like, we're not really there yet to use crypto to pay for things just yet. And the truth is, not a lot of people are going to be using their Saitama to pay for everyday goods, because a lot of people that are holding Saitama are holding the bag, hoping to get back to a $7 billion market cap. Now, recently, we had a crazy pump in the space, right? We had something called Pepe absolutely send. It's a meme coin. It's going crazy. I cover it a lot. Obviously, if you watch my channel, you know I cover this token a lot. Has no use case, but it hit a $1.5 billion market cap. Now, one thing that happened, which was crazy to me, is that when this thing launched, it got listed on, well, not after it launched, but maybe about 2 weeks, it got listed on Binance. It got listed on KuCoin, right? OKX, right? And the crazy thing, right? The crazy thing about all this, or maybe it did get listed on OKX. So all these exchanges, right? There's these devs are anonymous, right? And they got listed on Binance and KuCoin, and probably going to get Coinbase next. So what the hell happened with Saitama? Because Saitama never got listed on Binance. It got OKX, but it never got listed on Binance or KuCoin. What happened? Early in the Saitama days, right? And I hate this, right? Because it makes me feel so upset for the community. Early in the days of development, I remember Russ would go on AMAs, right? And pretty much say that we don't need centralized exchange listings. Like we don't need them. We don't need them. We don't need them. We don't need them. And, 6 months after Saitama was launched, I remember like that was the main kind of marketing ploy that they used. You had He Crypto saying Binance is coming. You had Russ encouraging people to go tag CZ and stuff, even though CZ says not to do that, right? To get listed on these exchanges. You had them announce that they're getting listed on KuCoin, and it never happened. KuCoin didn't list Saitama. So what the hell happened? What did they do so wrong, right, that they couldn't get listed on these exchanges? Right? And Pepe could. Now, people say it's the supply. Dude, Pepe has freaking 5 zeros. I know Saitama had a crazy supply too, but Saitama also had a V2, right? Where they cut down on the supply. That was the main reason why they did the V2, in my opinion. A lot of people accuse them of other things. I'm not going to go there, right? If you look at crypto Twitter, the drama going on is so juicy and so insane, but it's like personal relationships. And honestly, I don't really want to cover that, right? I don't want to cover anybody's relationships and personal business, because I just think that's even too like spicy for me. And I know I used to cover a lot of Saitama drama, but some of the stuff being said, although it would make good content, I think it's really like a low blow. But to me, it's like, damn, it's like when you say things like that, like when you're like you're holier than thou, when you think you're better than what's going on right now in the market, like you're better than Binance, you're better than KuCoin. It's like no one's gonna want to list you, no one's gonna want to be friends with you. You have to think about your community there. I think that sometimes you just gotta suck it up, right? You gotta suck it up and just be like compliant and say and not say, oh yeah, we're gonna get listed on their exchanges and still all their customers. When Saitama was at a $7 billion market cap, you don't think other exchanges noticed them? Of course they noticed them, right? The reason why Pepe got listed on all these exchanges is because of their volume, right? Their volume. These exchanges like volume. They do. They like volume. So when Saitama hits a $7 billion market cap, you bet your ass some of these exchanges were looking at Saitama like, oh, hell yeah. But then they were also looking at the other side of like, oh, these guys are probably just selling their community a dream. Because let's be honest now. SAITAMA, the team fumbled the bag. No one else did this to Saitama but them, right? No one else is the reason why their price dumped. No one else is the reason why they couldn't deliver on time. That's no one else's fault. Now, can they make some sort of comeback during the next bull run, right? Because here's the thing: they have a V2, they have a lower supply. Maybe now in the next bull run, right, which I think is going to be next year during the next Bitcoin halving, maybe they can send to a multi-billion-dollar market cap again, and maybe they can get another listing. I hope so for the community, but I just can't see it happening. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree with me? Do you not? I'm interested to hear your opinion. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.